Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another review on the team of the season Romelu Lukaku card. We're going to go through the card, as details, stats, clips and summary, but before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and that bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below what your thoughts are on this card. And now let's get into the video. So guys, this is the team that I used, Romelu Lukaku, and I played him up top in the 4-2-3-1, and overall my first impression is this card, guys. This card is an absolute monster. He is so big and physically strong, and then when you put together what stats he has now, really makes him a frightening prospect to play against. Let's just get into the review. Romelu Lukaku, 6'3", medium work rates, left-footed, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 3 games played, 7 goals scored and no assists. Now guys, the only thing I would say to pay attention to here is the medium work rates, and actually though, I don't feel like they affected him that badly. Even without the get in behind instruction on him, his positioning was fantastic. He made the right moves as well and was able to drive in between the right lanes. He wasn't caught too far back. He was always in the right place, so nothing to worry about in terms of that. In terms of the chemistry, I put an engine on him. I felt like that one would do the best for him, but there are a number of ways you can go with this. We will discuss that more in the summary, which leads me into the attribute details, guys. The key pros of the card, like I just mentioned, the attack positioning fantastic, the finishing fantastic, shot power brilliant, passing as well is actually really good on this card. He passes the ball very well, tremendous physicality, brilliant off the corners as well for headers, and a good amount of pace as well, although he is lacking in the acceleration slightly. In terms of the cons of this card, the long shots are a con, guys. He doesn't finish them as easily as you maybe want him to. He did of course score some absolute stormers for me though. We will see some of them in the clips. Agility and balance, they do need a little bit of a helping hand in my opinion, guys. This card obviously does still suffer from the fact that he is so big and wide, and the fact that his agility and balance aren't as high as they could be does hinder him a little bit, and his acceleration as well, the burst off the mark, is still needing a little helping hand, but again with the engine chemistry I think you get plenty of that as well. In terms of player traits, he's only got 2, the speed dribbler trait and the power header trait. So now that we've covered that, let's get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting to some of Romelu Lukaku's clips, and what you guys are going to see is his general ability to play that striker role and how well he does for me in that being that big man striker that you need at the spearhead of your team. Now the first thing we'll get into is his pace, and traditionally this has been a bit of an issue with Lukaku cards because of how big he is. In this card, I would say the acceleration needs a touch up slightly in terms of chemistry style. I do feel like the engine chemistry style does help him in that regard, and with that what you get is a scary sight because you have such a big, wide and strong striker, and then all of a sudden he's able to burst past a defender or keep ahead of a defender as well and get through on goal and then finish off those opportunities as well. So his pace really was a big plus of this card. The next thing we'll talk about, his passing. Now I was really pleasantly surprised by how well he passed the ball. I thought that he played the ball really carefully and well. His vision was good as well, so he was able to slide those passes through the tight gaps as well when required. It's not like you have to keep passes very simple with him, which was nice to have again in the Lukaku card, because traditionally other than the shapeshifter or rule breaker one, you don't have a Lukaku card which can do all of that. So having all of that available as well made this card really special. In terms of his dribbling, guys, this was another thing that was really great, and it's another improvement on what is traditionally a Romelu Lukaku card, in that he's able to move so well between the lines, and combine that with the fact that he is so strong means that he's able to do things that a lot of quick dribblers aren't able to do, being able to hold off defenders with such ease. And I'm talking about big defenders like Mukiele, Tapsoba, those kind of defenders where he's able to compete and do his own thing in amongst all those trees as well. Makes it such a weird thing to use, but also so much fun to use as well. The next one we'll get into, guys, is his physicality, and with every Lukaku card you're going to have that tremendous physicality that he has. Like I just mentioned, the strength and power that this card has is second to none, and what that means is it makes it very easy to bully your way past defenders and create opportunities and chances on goal as well. The final thing we'll talk about, guys, is his shooting. Now his shooting of course is the hallmark of this card. Is brilliant, except for the long shots, which are a little bit shy. However, you will see a long shot he scored for me, so he's not bad in that department. He's just not particularly amazing, but in every other department this card is absolutely phenomenal at the finishing. He finished almost every chance I gave him that was clean through. Some of the more difficult chances as well, where he just took on a couple of defenders and plays. Oh, how about that for a death chip? Honestly, guys, it was so easy to score with this card over and over again. 7 goals in 3 games, and usually it takes me a couple of games to warm up with a card. No such thing with this Romelu Lukaku card. Left foot, right foot, it doesn't matter. Get the ball into him, get him attacking the goal, and you'll get yourself a goal from it. In this final clip, you're going to see his right foot actually finishing off this chance here. Pick up the ball with him, play a little ball off there, get in behind the defense and smash it in. So guys, getting into this Romelu Lukaku final summary, 1.581 on the PlayStation, 1215 on the Xbox, and 1506 on the PC. Relatively expensive for this card, guys. Key pros of the card, as we mentioned before, the shooting is really good, and actually the long shots, even though they do hinder him slightly, still very useful as well. The dribbling pretty decent, does need a helping hand on that agility and balance there. The passing I thought was brilliant. I do feel like he did really well in that department. I don't have anything to say about that. The physicality tremendous as well. Overall, great at everything a striker should be good at. In terms of chemistry style, it's fairly easy for me, guys. The engine is the way to go for this card. You could of course boost him another way by giving him something like a hunter, or looking to boost his pace and his long shots. So maybe a hawk might be a good way to go. Just takes his physicality up to maximum, takes his shooting up to maximum as well, and then also takes his pace up to as high as it possibly can go with that chemistry style. However, guys, I am going to recommend the engine to help out the dribbling, because that is so important this year. In terms of similar players, guys, honestly, guys, there's not a player that's similar to him. If I was to liken him to anyone, it would be to Eric Cantona. That physical capability, along with that ability to dribble and shoot and pass the ball. Not like Benzema. Benzema's much smaller than Romelu Lukaku. Doesn't quite have the physical presence that Lukaku has, although he is a very good physical presence in his own right. This Lukaku card is head and shoulders above everyone else in terms of physicality, from just the way he is, how wide he is, to how tall he is, to how big and strong he is as well. He's in a class of his own when it comes to this kind of stuff. In terms of linkability, guys, of course, a perfect link to Raja Nainggolan, who we may be seeing a flashback for this week, guys. Strong links, of course, to all the other Inter players who have tots cards, who have other special cards as well as Belgian players in Serie A like Dries Mertens. You've got loads of linkability in there, guys. We can carry on going through it. Loads of cards there you can put him together with. We won't be doing a price comparison, guys, as it is still very volatile right now. This will be coming down during the week. But guys, as far as elite strikers go, and leading into my final recommendation, when this price does drop off a little bit, and inevitably it will, this card is absolutely fantastic. And the combination now of his body type, size and power, along with the ability to dribble, pass and move really quickly as well, just makes this card absolutely unstoppable as a striker. I really did love using him, and in terms of how I like to play with a striker, I love big men strikers. This guy is a perfect big man. He does hold it down well up there, and his medium work rates aren't an issue. So for me, guys, when the price does drop off, go out and pick up this card. Definitely worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please do smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much all for tuning in, and I will see you all in a bit.